Tonight I'm doing an interview with somebody that I just met recently online. This is Ryan Allen that I'm actually interviewing, and I'm really excited because Ryan and I connected online, and she unfortunately has been going through a hard time lately with some social media drama. So I'm just going to get right into it without hyping it up too much. So Ryan, you reached out to me because somebody said maybe, you could chat with Nurse Jessica. She might be able to help you get your message across, or she might be able to interview you about what happened. So all I knew when you reached out to me was that you were having an issue at your work. So I'm going to let you kind of explain what happened at your job. I'm not going to obviously talk about where you worked, but what happened specifically and what went down.
So a friend of mine and I were at work, and we were on lunch, and we just, we were flipping through TikTok and decided, hey, let's make a TikTok. This will be fun. So we made one. We posted it. Okay. We got a lot of hits on it. There was thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of views on this TikTok. So we decided to make another TikTok. And we made several, between her and I, either together or by myself, made several TikToks that had gotten several hits. They became really popular. And we were contacted by our supervisor via text message.
Okay.
The day after Labor Day, to have a meeting with her and the chief nursing officer at the hospital the next day. We had both sent a text message that said, okay, that's fine. Are we in trouble? Is there something going on? Nobody would answer us. Not even an answer.
If somebody wants to meet with you, it's from the higher ups. Immediately your heart goes like, okay, what did I do? What is it? Because usually they're not just wanting to have like bagels and cheese.
Right.
Yeah. So I would have been having a heart attack, and the fact that they didn't respond and say what it was probably, you were like, oh God.
Absolutely.
Did your mind immediately go to that? Like
instantly.
Okay.
Instantly. So we went to the meeting, and as soon as we got there, she had all of our TikToks pulled up on her great big computer screen. And she said, I assume that you guys know why you're here. And I kind of pointed at the screen and said, well, yeah. And she played the TikToks. She played 2 or 3 of them. I said, okay. She said, this is completely inappropriate. It does not represent our hospital well. It is distasteful and disgraceful. And if I were to see this, I would not even want you to take care of my mother. And I mean, what do you say to that?
I don't know. I would have said, I didn't realize that this would have been a violation. Like, it's just a joke. I'm sure you probably said this stuff. We're just kidding. It's just for fun. I don't know. We didn't do it on hospital time. I'm sure you probably mentioned these things, correct?
We did. We explained to them that it was done on lunch breaks. And the CEO actually looked at us and said, I just want to know what I have done to do you wrong. And Jessica, if you really want me to be honest, that's the first time I've seen the CEO since I've worked there in 3 years.
Right.
I had no idea who she even was.
Right. And you're probably,
and I said,
I didn't say you did wrong. I was just having fun and joking. I recently posted an article, just recently yesterday, about Ryan and what happened. And I have had multiple requests of people asking me what video is the one that got her in trouble. And I basically said to them, I said, last I knew, because I haven't gone to your TikTok page since we first talked several weeks ago. I said, I have no idea. Last I knew, she took them down, so I cannot tell you which one it was or wasn't. But people are very curious. They're like biting at the bits to find out what happened here. So I think you sent me 2 of them maybe, or 3 of them. Did you put them all back up, or just?
No, there was one that I couldn't put back up because it was telling me that it was a copyright thing because the other girl was in it with me. But I think I sent it to you. It was the one where it says when your patient threatens to leave AMA.
Yes.
And we said some vulgar words as we pulled our mask down, and that was the one that got us fired.
When I watched it, I'll be honest with you, I laughed personally because I have a dark sense of humor, okay? You probably know that about me. Most of my posts on my page are a little off color. So I found it funny. I knew watching it that you're not a malicious nurse. You're not a nurse that hates her patients. You're not a nurse that wants to be mean to every patient that wants to sign out AMA. I watched it. Thought these are just 2 nurses giggling and having fun and just making a joke. Yeah, having that said, I immediately felt for you because especially since this whole pandemic started, there have been so many people, hospital administrators, I will say that there's a lot of them that have actually pushed TikToks, okay? They've actually loved it. They want their staff to do it. It brings some attention to the hospital. It's entertaining. It's uplifting the staff to work together. So I have seen many, you've seen some of them flying on stretchers like the Titanic and all this other stuff. I'm sure you've probably seen them. And many of them are encouraged by their hospitals. So I felt bad for you going through this thinking, you see a lot of people that encourage it. And then how are you to know that your hospital would all of a sudden see it as something bad when you were just doing something fun and joking on your off time?
What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony. Fuck Tony. What's your name? Ezekiel. Ezekiel.
So having that said, once you explained this to the hospital administrator or the CEO, and you said, this is my thoughts, it was on my lunch, blah, 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 their response was what?
Their response was that it was not in good taste and it did not represent our hospital well, and that we were suspended without pay immediately pending investigation to see if there was any patient neglect during this time.
Okay. And again, you're like, how could there be neglect if it was on our break, right?
Right.
How could there be any problem? Now, were they upset about that one particular video or about a couple that you had done? Or
they were upset about every one of them.
Okay. Now,
so nothing amused them.
You do funny ones at home. You do cute ones. You've lip synced. You've done cute stuff.
I try.
I liked them. I thought they were cute. When you first came to me about this, I'm like, well, where the hell is it? I can't find it. I was like, I'm looking. I'm like, she's just singing this, singing that. I'm like, what is it? But I hadn't known quite yet that you had originally taken them down.
Hi. Hi. Good morning.
I don't wanna spit, I wanna go, I wanna gag, I wanna choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat.
Jesus Christ.
So that's not the culmination of what this video is about. Ryan's trying to get out a message. I think she's trying to protect other nurses and other people in the medical field that might think that these kind of things aren't a big deal, and not knowing that all of a sudden you might be called into an office and held accountable for something that you thought was in fun, especially since you've seen a million of these TikToks everywhere of nurses doing stuff. So I'm going to give you the floor here to kind of, you got fired, you got let go, you got put on leave. I'm assuming
Yes.
they came back to you and said, yeah, we investigated it and you're done, right?
I mean, unfortunately, there were so little words used. Unfortunately, when we got the call back, all we got was "you're terminated," handed a paper, and left.
Okay. So having that said, your hospital had a social media policy, or they did not? They
did. Mm-hmm.
Was that anything that you really knew about, or you knew that they had it, or was it just,
I knew they had it, but I guess I didn't really think anything about it because you see nursing managers and supervisors posting pictures of them with their staff on Facebook.
Right.
So, I mean, that's social media as well. So I just really didn't think anything about it being on my lunch break.
Right. You just thought, I'm joking around. It's not a big deal. I'm not violating patient HIPAA violations, or I'm not talking
right.
specific patient. I'm just giggling. So you probably weren't thinking I'm going to get dinged for something.
Right.
Out of curiosity, I just thought about this. Do you think that somebody you know reported you, or you have no idea? Or do you think that they just came across it?
I think someone snitched for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because the chief nursing officer even admitted to me when she showed me the TikTok videos that she had no idea what TikTok was until someone brought this to her.
Okay. So there we go again into the whole doxing thing, which I am totally freaking against doxing and throwing your sisters and your brothers under the bus just to be coy and be mean. I don't know, for whatever reason. I think that people's their livelihood, their jobs are on the line. This is people's income. It's wrong. It's freaking wrong to turn somebody in for jealousy reasons, I don't know that you don't agree with them, but you just move along, people. Scroll along, move along. It's not freaking worth it to do something like that to somebody, because nobody realizes what it does down the line. Nobody knows what it does to their family, what it does to their insurance, what it does to their kids if they have other people depending on them, what it does in the future if they were to get another job, then they've got to call their previous employer. It's not just a one-time thing. This is a huge trickle effect. So I am about to release another article about how to cover your butt on social media. If they don't agree with a post you made, it could be anything. It doesn't even have to be what Ryan did. It doesn't have to be a TikTok. You could post a meme and somebody thinks it's offensive. They could you call your hospital if they want to and try to get you in trouble. So people need to be really careful. So having that said, Ryan, in hindsight, after all of this has been done, what would you want to say to other nurses, other CNAs, LPNs, CRNAs, anybody that's in the freaking medical field? If they think about doing a cutesy selfie at work, or they think about doing a cute video at work, what would you say to them after all this crap that's happened?
My advice would be to just not even log into social media when you are even on campus. Wait until you get home. Wait until you get in your own driveway. It has scarred me so bad that if I'm off the clock in my car in their parking lot, I'm still not going to log into my social media until I have hit my house. I may not even do any TikToks in my scrubs anymore, even if I'm at home. Just don't do it. It's not worth losing your job. It's not worth losing your insurance. It's not worth it.
I will say I've had people actually say mean comments to me because they say that none of my videos have me at my work or in my work atmosphere, and they've accused me of not being a nurse. They've said that I'm not really an RN, or I'm fake. And I've said, that's not it. The thing is, I'm just trying to cover my ass, because you never know. You never freaking know when somebody's not going to be down with it. When somebody's going to say, okay, you were off the clock, but I didn't say that you could use this hospital room, or that you could use this IV pole, or you could use this or that. So all of my stuff that I film, I have to do at home because I'm scared shitless. Okay.
Yeah.
That somebody would throw me under the bus, and they probably would, because people I want to think in my mind that a lot of people are good, but there are a lot of people that are bad. And there's a lot of people that are jealous, and there's a lot of people that are just in there to just, I don't know, make themselves feel better by putting somebody down. And that's hurtful and spiteful and horrible. So I commended you in the article, and I commend you now. I think that getting your story out there and telling people this happened to me, don't let it happen to you, be careful, will save somebody their job, because there's going to be some new innocent little nurse or somebody that's not thinking anything's a big deal, and they're going to do the same thing. They're feeling like they're looking cute. They want to make a cute, quick TikTok and post it and get views or whatever and just have fun. And they could throw their freaking old job down the tubes and then not get another job. So having that said, what has happened to you since? Where are you at with work, or have you been able to find a new job, or what's going on?
I found a new job. I just completed my background check on that today. So hopefully I'll be starting next week sometime.
Hopefully you will get this position, and things will continue to look up and up. And I really, really, is there anything else you want to say, or anything else? I know I ramble a lot. I talk. I'm a big God.
No, I think we covered it, Jessica.
I think we have too. I'm so excited that you did this interview with me, and I'm telling you, people want to see this. They want to know what happened, because the TikTok thing is a big topic. TikTok topic. That's
TikTok topic.
Yeah.
If it saves somebody else's job, then it's well worth it.
Yes, absolutely. All right, sweetie. Thank you, Ryan. I wasn't sure if you would do this with me, but I'm so excited that you did. Thank you. You're welcome. Please let us know and keep us posted if you get this new position and that everything turns up better for you.
I sure will.